Pescadero State Beach.
Woo! Just killed it in Santa Cruz last night.
Hey,
Headed up to Berkeley.
got Berkeley today. It's Saturday here in the Bay Area. We're going up to Berkeley today at the Art House. Gonna have Knives Out and Grad Nite pull up for some local talent.
Yeah, Dylan from Knives Out is gonna be doing a solo set today. It's gonna go off. Like, what the fuck?
It's gonna be otherworldly. If you've ever seen Knives Out before, you already know you're in for a treat, but Dylan
Only
is a
Dylan?
soundwave sorcerer, you
What
already know.
the fuck? It's gonna be crazy.
And yeah, we're gonna check out a couple record shops beforehand, drop off some cassette tapes, go to the art house and maybe jam before the show starts.
Yeah, it's gonna be really fun. Hopefully we can record some of the jams and drop them as a little surprise tape for y'all.
Yeah.
Be so fucking sick. I mean, I guess it's not gonna be a surprise, right? Surprise!
Yeah. Stay tuned. You gotta tap in for the surprise. The night's just getting started. Let's see how it goes. Let me see what comes next. Trip out. Trip out. Where we living? Live in the moment. I don't even care about time.
DVD of something he gave me. So this is what we're going to be projecting. And then like that one, it's like slow one, but then this is like, it'll be vision. The whole wall's going to be tripping up there. Like,
can you overlay that?
Oh yeah, I mean it's a mix. I can mix.
Oh my God.
It's like a mix. It's a DVD mixer basically.
Hey, Musik, Soundfrom, Telltale Ballroom, all on the road with us. Clear Vision Collective. You already know we're based in the moment right now. We got Rambler Zine in the building too.
Yo!
Grad Nite, Knives Out to close out the night. Hey. This is my first song. It's called Stratosphere. Yeah. up a bit and have Telltale Ballroom come and jam with me for this next one.
Yo!
It's called Bubble Wrap. It's a blue vase, giving me ideas, amazing the place. Caught up in the matinee party on a Saturday. See you in the next life, ballet souls. Where'd you get that right? Hello, girl. Part end to stardust, I'll sweep it up later. Craters in the cut, did you sign your waiver? Wager me this, do we all resist? Let it click, let it click. Solution secured, now roll with it. A fumble recovered, now don't you trip. We flip it out for no reason, the caption moment, no effects are needed around here. We got that rawness, yeah, that real shit. Ayy, abstract logic, ayy, where we fallin'? Where will we fallin'? Going all in, never mind the end. Till it sets on in like a fucking screen print. Do it yourself, believe in the shit's wild. If it's summer, wonder why I laugh it out. Rocking off the chair again, I wander on. Hollering off into the distance, I see a mirage of a society so sadistic. Nah, that's just how it all is. Where'd you get your stories from, huh, kid? True serums in your noggin that's been fogged up lately. Skip straight to the point, better fill in those spaces. They space, color outside the lines with your picture. Motherfucking movie. Do what you will with it, cast the whole crew and get loosey-goosey with it. Rubber ducks in pretty, what's new with it? Cool it, take 2 fucking billion and 25. Lights, camera, action. It's time to stay alive. Woo! You! Hey, this next song features Murtzel. We actually filmed a little music video for this out in Sweden a couple of months ago. Feel free to check it out on YouTube. The song's called Float Fall. You know that feeling you get when you fall into bed with someone you love? Hey, I'm in such a way to dream and wide awake, lose track of the day. Way, I feel the embrace. Hey, I'm in such a way, looking at me like you know yourself well. Baby, I'ma hold your hand through hell. Wow, back and forth on my mind. I can tell you got the light, so shine. Patience, patience, I hold you close. In the moment, I'm holding you close. We float and we fall, we float and we fall. How'd it get so roomy now? You piece my mind together, wow. It'll be all good. Yeah, we holding it down. you're gonna fly in the clouds you're born to ride. Yeah, you see it right. Yeah, you see it right. The ripples are real. I'm flipping the switch. I'm gripping the wheel. Serenity and bliss. That shit hits different. I'm missing you tons. Weighing on down till I'm feeling the fluff. It's all love. It's all love. I'm in no rush. Yeah, I'm in no rush. The moment's enough. I'm a touch away, dream wide awake, lose track of the day. Wait, I feel the embrace. Hey, I'm a touch away. It's right now, I'm here with you right now. Hey, what's your name? I don't think I ever asked you. Time's freezing when I'm around you. Don't give me the cold shoulder, I'm down to do whatever you want to tell me anything. I'll listen to everything, so soothing. It's your decision to shed light like a prism. Let the record spin for another minute. I wanna ride away, ride away, ride away, ride away, ride away, ride away. What you need is another escape. So don't you fade away, fade away, fade away. Let's ride away, ride away, ride away, ride away, ride away, ride away. What you need is another escape. So don't you fade away, fade away, fade away. Hey, keeping it going, everything in motion.
Ever flowing.
Have you ever been to a show and no one's vibing really? Like that you can see it behind their eyes that they really want to groove. And there's something holding them back, like they can't take their mask off. And this song's for you. There's a ghost on the dance floor sometimes. Whisper shit and I'm brewing up my craft. You can feel the sound waves, get out the rat race. I got a fast passing life. All I need is standing lines. I'ma rewrite the script. Some red dust sight. Flying on the freeway with ash on my lap. Hand out the window, y'all. I'm about to crash. Landed to truth, y'all. I salute you. Join in my loose lips, puffing up plumes. There's a ghost on the dance floor. I see you moving in your mind. What's it all for? Baby, let it out. I know you wanna have a good time. It's all in your mind. There's a ghost on the dance floor. You say the stage and I hit record. Baby, let it out. I know you wanna have a good time. It's all in your mind. There's a ghost on the dance floor. You set the stage and I hit record. A poltergeist living out the afterlife. Let's take a trip onto the other side. Witchcraft shit and I'm brewing up my craft. You can feel the sound waves, get out the rat race. I got a fast passing life. I don't need to stand in line. I'ma rewrite the script with some red dot sight. There's a ghost on the dance floor. I see you moving in your mind. What's it all for? Baby, let it out. I know you wanna have a good time. It's all in your mind. There's a ghost on the dance floor. I see you moving in your mind. What's it all for? Baby, let it out. I know you wanna have a good time. It's all in your mind. There's a ghost on the dance floor. There's a ghost on the dance floor. There's a ghost on the dance floor. There's a ghost on the dance floor.
What the fuck? Whoa!
Hey! The song's called Nothing to Be Here. It really takes nothing to just be. Glitch out for those expectations. I got my hopes up again, so I fall down, do it over again. I wouldn't trade this life in for anything. If you pull a gun up to my head, I'd just laugh and say, go ahead. You already know it's hard to savor the moment, so let's all unwind for a while. Why are we all holding it in? It takes nothing. It takes nothing to be here. Da 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 da. It takes nothing. It takes nothing to be here. To be here with all of you. Da 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 da. Floating forward for as long as I can recall. I got myself tied in the knots that won't come undone. What the hell happened to all these distractions? How do we all manage to get by with so little free time? A peace of mind goes a long way these days. Mood swinging with the season. Yeah, things are bound to change. You already know it's hard to savor the moment, so let's all unwind for a while. Why are we all holding it in? It takes nothing. It takes nothing to be here. Da 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 da. It takes nothing. It takes nothing to be here, to be here with all of you. Da 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 da. You're my starburst, so sweet to me. I watch the firework its way down my heartbeat. For you, baby, I know it's hard to see. With everything rushed, I won't let it get to me. I got that white tee patched up beside sea. Where are we glowing? Oh, that reminds me. I love you like a motherfucker while you slice it up. I'll be right here for you whenever you wanna call me up. You're my starburst, so sweet to me. I watch the firework its way down my heartbeats. For you, baby, I know it's hard to see. With everything rushed, I won't let it get to me. I got that white tee patched up beside sea. Where are we glowing? Yo, that reminds me. I love you like a motherfucker while you slicing it up. I'll be right here for you whenever you wanna call me up. I'm at a loss for words, the wave will take its course. I got some solitude, I'm right there next to you. In my dreams, I'm reaching out for the sun. I grab my heart and pull out the fucking plug. You're my starburst, so sweet to me. I watch the firework its way down my heartbeat. For you, baby, I know it's hard to see. With everything rushed, I won't let it get to me. I got that white tee patched up beside sea. Where are we glowing? Yo, that reminds me. I love you like a motherfucker while you slicing it up. I'll be right here for you whenever you wanna call me up. You're my starburst in this galaxy, floating in the moment with you next to me. So much more to see with you next to me, with you next to me, with you next to me. music, all the way from Long Beach. Hey. In the light, it's true. You keep a spyglass. In your mind, it's cool. You blew my blues away. I was so damn hopeless. Hey, I moved away. By my ways of motion, you're my Lucy. In the sky, I'm posted, so I'm shining with you. Yeah, I'm shining with you. Oh, baby, you know I'm crazy for you. Oh, baby, it's so spacious in here. I hear you loud and clear. I feel you loud and clear. Oh, baby, you know I'm crazy for you. Oh, baby, it's so spacious in here. It's so spacious in here. I hear you loud and clear. I feel you loud and clear. Oh, baby, you know I'm crazy for you. Oh, baby, it's so spacious in here. I hear you loud and clear. I feel you loud and clear. Oh, Hey. Thank you all for being here in the moment. I appreciate every single one of you for tuning in, activating with me.
Yo.
Hey. We're gonna keep the night rolling, grooving. Up next, Soundfrom.
Clear Vision Collective here on our summer Psychout tour. Just stopped in Berkeley at Art House.
This place is sick.
We have a dope ass human here. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Kesey. I founded and am the acting editor of Rambler Magazine and Collective. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Do you want to tell us a little bit about your start or how you got passionate into the scene?
Yeah, so it started out almost kind of like a social experiment. Sorry, my voice is shot from the last couple of days. You probably understand being on tour too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it started out essentially as a social experiment in high school because I really didn't like social media, and I didn't feel like I wanted that to be where the relevance of my life came from. And just the high school that I went to, you know, it was really important to people, you know, like socially, and I didn't like that. And I didn't feel connected to it. I just didn't feel I understood why all the popular kids were like popular, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I started Rambler kind of as like an alternative for me to social media. So originally it was one thing. It was an event where you would purchase the magazine as a ticket to attend, and it would be almost like your only way of proving that you were at the event was that you had a physical magazine, because I was asking that nobody would bring phones, nobody would take photos. It would be just like you had to be there sort of thing. And that's how it was for the first 3 issues. We were word of mouth mostly. You know, sometimes we wouldn't even post the flyer online. It was very much kind of just for me to see if young people were interested in something that wasn't about being seen doing it, if that makes any sense. That was really just personal, really for you to feel good and to experience that joy with live music. And yeah, for some reason it was the arts, you know what I mean? I don't think it's a coincidence. You know, art is what has kept humans alive since the dawn of civilization, or dawn of time. So yeah, I'm not surprised that it was art and artists that I was meeting and people that I was connecting with creatively is what was kind of the catalyst for this, and what has sustained it has been my creative relationships, and just really just expanding those into now an international scale is essentially what it is. It's just about loving the people you're around and being active in your community, in whatever capacity you can, and whatever community that is. Yeah.
Holy shit, yeah, because we were just talking about seeing the scene beyond the screen. Mm-hmm. You know, like how...
Seeing the scene beyond the screen.
Exactly.
What is it really? You know what I mean? It's really just people. It's really just you and me talking now, you know? It's nothing more than people who just care about each other and aren't afraid to say that they care. And I think that's one thing about young people, is that there's this weird like nonchalantness that has to be about everything you do. Oh, I'm doing this, but like, you know, or you have to be like crazy diehard, like I don't see any other path, like, you know, I'm gonna like post 20 TikToks a day so that I make it by June next month, like, or like June next year or whatever. Then, you know, I think there's a way to just live and just enjoy and not, you know, be authentically about your passion, but not in this kind of like really crazed way, but kind of in this like, yeah, like a lifestyle way. For me, Rambler really is a lifestyle. It's like an option. It's a way to live. Like you can live this way. You know, you can focus on your art radically, and you can focus on your friend's art and promote your friend's art in a radical way, and, you know, organize with your friends, mutual aid, like free clothing drives, like just like open meetings where you guys are making art together and sharing art together. Like you can do that. You can go out of your way to do that if that's a way that you want to live. And I just didn't know that there were so many people that wanted to live like that too. So I would be doing it if it was just me, you know, like I would just like, but just to know that there's other people, not just in California, not just in New York where I've moved, but around the world that feel the same way. It's really special, and it feels like I'm a part of something.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy, because our whole thing is like, you know, if you're a part of our collective, if you're not, it doesn't matter. What we're about, Clear Vision Collective, is seeing the world as like your oyster, basically. Like we can work together, we can overcome barriers. We viewing society as with Clear Vision in terms of like a lot of it's manufactured bullshit. All these problems are connected.
Almost all of it. Yeah, all these problems boil down to one singular problem that we've had since the dawn of time. You know, we're always afraid of, we're always afraid of something. I think that's like where a lot of it stems from, is fear. But it's just one issue that manifests as all these really, really complex and like, plentiful problems that humans always have to deal with, but just get exacerbated with, I guess, attempts to solve them in the wrong way. I really think there's just one solution too. I don't think that it would be, I think that obviously like the ripple effect of the solution would be profound, but I don't think there's more than one issue in the world, and I don't think there's more than one solution either. I think there's between 0 and 1 issues and between 0 and 1 solutions. So what's going on?
That's trippy as hell, because the whole reason that Clear Vision Collective is on tour is to spread love and give people, an alternate way of life, and Rambler is all about living
the same thing,
that way of life. And that's why it's so trippy, is because I was bringing it back to like people having clear vision and people being a rambler. It's almost like the same thing, like seeing your life in that way of like, the more I follow my passion, the more things fall into place.
Exactly. And I think a lot of people that are close to the collective have experienced that. Like even like one of my friends jokingly, I was looking at a photo of him from last year. I was like, you look so different. Like, I didn't say anything good or bad, but he was like, oh, it's the Rambler glow. It's the Rambler glow. So it was very sweet to hear him say that. But just to know that, people, like their lives have really improved, like in the joy, the capacity for joy, the capacity for creative connection, but just connection in general, I think everybody feels like it improves once you really tap into your own radical creativity. And like, really get honest with yourself about what you need from a community, what you want to contribute. And I think that also is getting serious about what you can contribute to a community. I think a lot of young people think that their contributions kind of end with being active online. I really think that's true. With activism, with all these things, like it really starts and ends online for people, and it never really touches the ground. It never really touches reality. Things don't get changed. We're all aware of all these issues now, right? Awareness in the name of awareness. Everybody knows about every issue happening across the globe, but we are not devoting our physical bodies to these issues. We're not devoting our resources. We're not devoting our time. We're just devoting our attention, which is kind of the most worthless thing we can give to a serious issue.
Exactly, because the more attention that we use, the less creative we are, and the solutions that are so important require in this world require imagination, freedom of imagination, radical creativity, and a mindset change with a focus on solidarity and intersectionality. So we can shift people to feeling empowered rather than hopeless about issues.
Because it would be so easy, and I think, even when I think about, like, I kind of always have this, especially post-pandemic, I have this looming feeling that the world is going to end any day now, like everything's just going to go up in flames. I feel like maybe it already did, and we're living in that, like, where it's already post-apocalyptic, but, humans always find a way. I can sleep soundly at night knowing that even if there's a nuclear blast in 10 minutes, like, somebody's gonna survive and be able to, like, dance again and paint again and sing again. You know what I mean? Like, the Human Project is, like, this, phoenix of, like, like death and rebirth and, like, trying again and trying harder and failing and this was just one way. We tried as a civilization, capitalism, we gave it our go. And it killed us. It's killed us. And now we're kind of just the corpse, and we're just walking around, or we're ghosts already. I don't know, but something has to come of this. Whether it's like a complete disintegration and a rejuvenation, or just like a complete structure, almost like instant restructure of like things are gonna hit the fan, and people are gonna have to figure out what really matters to them.
Right.
I think the pandemic did that for people, but I think I think the pandemic did that for the strong people, and then a lot of people got pushed further, way, way, way deeper into the cave, than they ever were, and the shadows are bigger and scarier than they've ever been, you know what I mean? And like, the sun and the light and the truth is further than it feels further for some people than it's ever been. So I think, it's just a matter of time, but I think we'll be fine. Like, people, like, this is what we know about humans and what we know about community and the essential nature of it to a sustainable life in general, sustainable, not just your life, but in general, just sustainability in life. It's gonna come out sooner or later. You know what I mean? Like, it's just the truth. It's not about, like, we think this way. It's like, no, this is just the truth. And
exactly.
other people are gonna either learn it the hard way or
Right,
you're gonna learn it the easy way.
right. And that's what's going to crowd out. There's always going to be those people that think differently, but the truth is just going to crowd it out over time.
Yeah.
But it's just so crazy because, when we're out, Clear Vision Collective on our summer Psychout tour, planning our road trip where we connect these communities and try to make a path of accessibility for people to live different lives that are leading to these changes that target the main issue. We have the same faith that, like you just talked about, that and completely truth of knowing that people like you and other projects are also pushing in the same direction all simultaneously, and really being in the scene off of the screen. You give yourself that creativity or whatever, but you're able to more share that healing energy, which is so important, is that real emotion, touch, like physical.
That physical face-to-face, feeling the warmth of other people's bodies around you, you know what I mean? Like bumping beside them when you're dancing, like that, it's just something that young people we really just are not doing that the way that every other generation has done it. We don't go out, we don't connect with people offline, we just don't the same way that, you know what I mean? And I've even talked to Maya about it. I think it even boils down to the fact we're not even having as much sex as other generations have had.
Wow.
I think the start of it is social media and kind of taking people out of the moment, and the end of it is we're not fucking, you know what I mean? We aren't connecting. We literally are not physically connecting the same way that people have always been, and you can tell, and people are afraid, and people are hurting, or they're using social media like a band-aid to a bullet wound, you know what I mean? And it's never gonna give people the same satisfaction that real life can just provide. But it's incredibly entertaining. It's way more, maybe more fascinating than real life if you choose to see it that way.
Oh my god,
but it's always gonna be there. It's always gonna be like an attention grabber. It's never gonna go away.
Right.
But it's just deciding, like I said, people are gonna have to get serious about what they really need from the world.
Mm-hmm.
Do you need this phone? Do you need to be constantly entertained? Is that what you need out of your life? I don't know. I don't think that's what I want or need out of my life. It's never been about being entertained. It's not.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more serious than that.
With the isolation, it seems harder than to connect with people, but we have to just remember that that's how we've evolved to survive on this planet and tend Mother Nature, is through that community. And once we are, like you said, kind of embodying ourselves in the way of the character that we want to play and the life that we want to have, then it's incredibly powerful, and we can do things that we never thought possible.
And it's difficult, you know what I mean? And it's messy, it's super messy, and it's imperfect, and it's not, I think people, especially again, young people, are afraid to do something and not do it perfectly, or not, make it look like it's a breeze, or not, admit that it was hard, or admit that I was struggling, or I wasn't sure for a while, we always have to have these super strong, personas up online of this is my life and I'm committed to it. Is that you can't really, but then behind it, you're kind of oh, I don't know how I feel about this, or I don't know if this is really what I even want, or how I feel about life, or what I want to do, and then even when you do it, it's never going to be perfect. And I think, just letting go of that idea of needing things to be perfect and just doing shit, you know what I mean? I think for me especially, I always dreamed of living with my friends and being able to create art together and, live in it. I remember I wanted stained glass windows, and I wanted vines on the house, and I wanted all these things. And now we live there, dude. It's a 2-story place, there's a basement, I'm living with a ton of people in the house. And we're all artists, and for the most part, we're all friends, and we really, it's really a family. It's a family of artists who we like a chosen family, and I feel so lucky to have that. But it's not perfect. It's not perfect, you know what I mean? There's one person in the house that causes all this drama, and it's not, you know what I mean? And then threatening me and all this crazy, you know what I mean? Life is never perfect, and am I gonna let that one person stop me from realizing that I'm literally living the dream of 13 through 16-year-old me right now? Hell no. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna let, and it's really just, it's about what you put your energy towards, and I think it's really, really easy to make, especially just in general, it's really easy, especially when you're online, to make it seem like the world is ending and that life sucks and that people are terrible and that it's over for civilization.
Right.
But I think if you step out of the house and have a conversation with like one person, like you kind of realize like I think things are gonna be okay.
Right, the narrative is different than how people play it out.
Yeah.
We are bringing it together, we are doing other things, and it is going to end positively.
Yeah, I think so too.
Are there any last words that you like want to say to like the world, people? We got a lot of dope ass conversation points in here.
Yeah, I want to say log off. Yeah, log off.
Fucking A. Thank you so much. You're incredible.
Thank you guys. cartoon music, we have tapes in the back, and we have merch, and we have mixed merch and takes with our sister band Soundfrom that you watched before us. So come talk to us. We're really excited to be here. Oh yeah. Thank you guys.